So excited, guys, to bring you a brand new series. I was looking at some information on content creation, and one of the things that I came across that was very popular was make videos about things that you enjoy to watch. So one of the things I enjoy to watch, and I haven't really done a video on, is Random Horde Nights. Yes, this series will be called Random Horde Nights 1.0. First time ever in this channel. Not that the channel is big, but you know what I mean. It's kind of a big deal for me because I've never done anything like that online. I did a little bit of it offline, but doing it in front of you guys is a lot different. So I'm excited. I can't wait. Let's go over the settings and get into this difficult challenge. So let's get started with the settings. Let me show you what we're gonna do, and hope we have a lot more luck in this series than we have in the previous ones. I've died in every series. Hopefully this is different, so we'll see what happens. All right, so here are the settings. First things first, my games are always offline. I was gonna do survivalist, and believe me, I'm gonna do survivalist. It's really difficult, but we're gonna do it. But we're gonna start out in warrior. Reason why is because I am gonna do an intellect build, and that's the beginning of the intellect build with the pipe baton. You cannot play survivalist with that because we will die. It's not a matter of if, but we will die. It's when. So we'll go ahead and start with warrior. Multiplier, XP multiplier. I've never done this before. I'm usually at a 100, but we're gonna do 200, and that's just so that the hordes can advance a lot quicker, and the series pace will advance a lot quicker as well. The 24-hour cycle, we'll leave it at 60 minutes. Day length 18 hours. For basic, so this is how you have to kind of set it up if you want a random horde every now and then. So if I were to put this number at 7, then the following number, we would get a horde either on day 7, 8, or 9. So by putting it on day 1, and then the moon range is 3, we can actually get a horde either on day 1, day 2, day 3, possibly day 4. Now, if we get a horde on day 2, there is a very good possibility that we'll also get it on day 3. So it's really random. Blood moon warning is going to be in the evening, so exactly at 6 o'clock. I believe we will get the little red number on the top middle saying, hey, you have a horde tonight, you better get home, or you better go to your horde base. It's gonna be, we're gonna start with 24 enemies. This doesn't really matter in the beginning. As you proceed with your game stage and it gets higher, then this number is a lot more impactful. Let's start with jog, run. Actually, we'll do run at night. And then this should always be run. And then we'll make this a lot more challenging as we get a little bit deeper into the game. Airdrops is every 3 days, and we're gonna do max mark airdrops, yes, always. And then block damage, we'll leave it at 175. I don't want to be beating to a rock, guys, for 5 minutes just to get 20 stone. That's not really productive. Everything else kind of stays the same. I am gonna turn off creative mode. I turned it on right now to do the little motorcycle scene. Anything else? And that's pretty much it. Multiplayer, I don't really have to change anything. So these are the settings. Oh, a map. I need a map. We need a as you guys know me, I don't like doing the pre-gen maps, especially because of all the updates and how that works out. So I like doing, and these are the pre-gen maps right here. These are the ones that I don't like messing with. So I need to find the random world map generator option. All right, this is gonna be this one right here. The game name is gonna be Random Hordes. It's gonna be new random world generation. The generated world name, it just automatically, for whatever reason, placed this west territory. And I'm gonna change this to 61. I'm not big on big maps. To me, travel is really not a fun part of the game, so I like to keep my maps small. Let's go into advanced generation just to get more options. And world seed, we'll just call this random. And again, world side is 7. So technically I didn't have to change it in the previous screen, but I'm doing it here. Towns, we'll put many. The more towns, the better. And then the wilderness POIs. I'm gonna leave everything default except for craters, guys. I don't like craters. Same with cracks. To me, they're. I mean, why do we have cracks and craters in the game? Lakes, we just have a few. Plains. Another thing I don't like is mountains. Mountains to me are like, especially when they toss, you know, a POI on top of a mountain and we have to climb up there to get it. It just doesn't seem fair to me. And then the biome layout, there is a mod out where you could actually change the different starting points, and I'm kind of enticed to do that, but we'll just leave it as is. Now, Center Wasteland is interesting because eventually, this time I do owe it to you guys, especially somebody who mentioned this, and I respect this person's opinion a lot, is I do want to do a Horde Night in the Wasteland, and the best way to do it is to have the center of the map be the Wasteland. So we'll leave it at that, and then let me mess around with these numbers, and then I'll show you guys the map before we get started. Hey y'all, this is editing culture. So you'll notice when I bring up the map that the center was actually changed over to back to the pine forest. I was trying to load up different maps, and I noticed that having the wasteland in the middle was probably not a good idea just for this type of series. So maybe some other time, so you'll see that change. I know I said that I would do the wasteland in the middle, but kind of changed my mind as I was loading up the map. So hope you're cool with that. All right, so here is the map, and we're ready to go. Everything's good. Oh no, we need to change this. I don't know why I went back to Survivor. I don't like that. And I think, oh, okay, so everything just went back. That's fine. We'll just put everything to run and then jog during the day with our little pipe baton. And then I'm gonna list, I think on the first episode, I'm gonna list the mods that I'm using. Just off the top of my head, I know I'm using GNS's Beautiful Weather, his Dew Collector 2x2. And then what is the other one he has? Beautiful Basis. I don't know. I'll think about it. That basically allows you to pick up like the bear rug and put it in your POI. I'll think about that one. But the other ones are Auto Stack, and then I might pick up I'll definitely crafting wireless crafting, if I could say that in the right order. Do that one for sure. And and then because we're doing Horde Nights, that's kind of it's not a punishment, but it's a challenge. So I'm gonna download the additional loot bags dropped. I think percentage on that is, I want to say it's 5%. And we'll put that around 12-13%, just so that we can get more loot bags from the Horde Nights. If we're gonna be fighting Horde Nights, that's gonna take time from us actually looting. And so it's very important that, you know, that we get another opportunity to loot up with the yellow bags. And you know what? Another thing that I need to change, where is it? Is daily progression. I'm gonna put this at 4. I don't think we'll ever get a chance to do 4 in one episode, honestly, because of the Horde Night. So, but I just want to put it there because for some reason at 3, I've seen that it only allows me to do 2, and then the third one it won't let me do it. So we'll just leave it at 4. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and start it. I'll see you in the first episode. This was just kind of a preview video so that you guys can know what the settings are. I didn't want to take any of the episode time to do the settings. But if you have any questions, let me know. Let's freaking rock on.